Hi, this is the part 2 of the tutorial I posted earlier on how to make this double layered handkerchief skirt. If you haven't seen that tutorial, please do well to check my previous post. Now in this video, we'll be learning how to stitch up the skirt, basically how to insert the pocket neatly, how to fix the waistband, the strap, how to get a neatly sewn strap, just what you need for this tutorial. My name is Naya John, and if you're seeing me for the first time, do well to subscribe because I teach ladies how to make beautiful dresses on this channel. Now, this is what your skirt looks like after you have joined the sides, okay? That's why I call it a rectangular skirt or a handkerchief skirt, because it basically looks like one. So the first thing you want to do after you have joined the side is to go ahead and overlock all the edges, especially the overlap of your skirt, the second layer. You need to overlock all the edges before actually folding up, okay? You would also need to sew a strap which you'll be using for the waistband. The length and the width I'll share pretty much soon. Also, we'll go ahead and fold the edges of the fabric that we overlocked, okay? So this is what it looks like. Right here I have my waistband, the strap for the waistband, and then I have the overlap for the main skirt, and of course I also have the main skirt itself. So this is what your skirt will look like after joining the sides, after stitching up the side. It is very easy, okay? This is what our skirt looks like, and I have gone ahead to stitch the sides and also overlocked everywhere, and they look very neat. Okay, now let's move ahead to the strap area. Please take note that you can determine the length of your strap given that it is wider than your hip measurement, okay? But for this strap I used a length of 60 inches. What did I say? 60 inches. For the width, you can just use about 1.5 inch so that when you place it on fold and after stitching you have like half inch, okay? Good. Now to turn this to the right side, make sure you have closed the edge of your strap, at least one of the edges of your strap. You need to close it, stitch it down, okay? Now I'll be using my machine needle to thrust into that strap, and then I'll keep pushing it and adjusting the strap till I get to the very edge. It is very simple. You can use a broomstick for this. You can also use like anything that is firm and doesn't have a sharp edge, okay, so that it doesn't pierce itself out of the fabric. That's why I'm using the other edge of my needle, because it is firm and bold, so it wouldn't just pop out of the fabric from nowhere. So I'll keep pushing it, and this is what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see it. Now you repeat the same process. Keep pushing the fabric forward and adjusting, pushing and adjusting until you get to the other edge of the strap. Why I love using needle, because it is so easy to take out by the time I'm done with turning the strap. So this is how you go about it. Once you have gotten to the edge, you can now start adjusting other parts until you have your neatly turned strap. This is one of the, in fact, this is my favorite ways of making strap for anything at all. So yeah, that's it. I mentioned earlier that taking out the needle is usually very easy. So once I take the needle out, I'll go ahead and stitch up the other edge that is still open, and my strap is pretty much good to go. Now for my waistband, make sure you already laminate the fabric with your cloth gum or stay, whatever you call it in your area. I've gone ahead to laminate mine. Now the width of my waistband is about 5 inches. Please make sure that the wideness or the length of your waistband is exactly what you have on your skirt. Now you place your tape rule around the waist area of your skirt. Whatever you have there should be the length for your waistband. don't forget to add extra 1 inch for stitching allowance. So I've measured around the skirt, and what I have is about 25 inches, 25 front and 25 back. That's like 50 inches. Now I'm going to place that 50 inches on my waistband. The 50 inches, I'm going to add extra 1 inch for stitching allowance, and that's pretty much about the length of the waistband. So here is 50, then I'll add 1 inch, that gives me 51. So I'll be cutting the remaining part of that waistband and doing away with it. Now the next thing to do is to give your waistband a very good notch. Fold your waistband into 2 equal parts. Make sure they are very equal. Now notch the center of your waistband just like this. Now once you've done that, open it up like this. Go in by 1 inch on both sides of the area you notched. 1 inch on the left side and 1 inch on the right side. Now on that point we mark, we'll be passing our strap through those holes. To create your hole, you can use your buttonhole machine or you can use your eyelet machine. I'll be using my eyelet machine. Now while we perforate using the soldering iron, if you do not have your eyelet machine, you can create a buttonhole on that area. And if you do not have a buttonhole machine, just use your sewing machine to create the stitch area for the hole. Okay, it is really not that deep. So after creating the hole, I'll go ahead and insert the eyelets. You can see the way I opened my fabric, my waistband, and I'm placing the eyelet on only one part of the waistband. Even if you're doing buttonhole, it should be only on that first layer. Don't perforate both layers, okay? Now the next thing to do will be to stitch up the waistband using the sewing inches you added. So I'm gonna head to stitch up, and this is what the waistband looks like. Now for the length of your elastic, you can determine that, okay, depending on the size you're working with. Now for a size 8-10, I usually use the measurement for their hip and then take out about 6 inches. Now my hip is 42 inches. I'll subtract 6 inches and that will give me what? 36. So the waistband I'll be using, the elastic I'll be using is 36 inches. Now once you have gotten that, go ahead and stitch up the elastic, and then this is what you have. Now the next thing to do will be to sew in the elastic into your waistband. So place the joint area to the joint area and then start stitching up the edge of your waistband. Make sure you do not stitch on the elastic, okay? Good. So this is how it will look like. You place it inside the fabric, then cover it up and then stitch on the fabric only. Don't stitch on the elastic, okay? Now after stitching, this is what your waistband would look like, okay? The next thing to do would now be to stitch 1/2 inch above the eyelet and another 1/2 inch under the eyelet, just like this. Now for the pockets, after folding it, you should have 10 inches on the length and 8 inches on the width. Now those areas I'm marking 1/2 inch are the areas we will be stitching down. Now the parts where your hand goes in, I'll be leaving about 6 inches for that area. If you have a wider palm, please, you can go in by about 8 inches and also make your pocket deeper. Now these areas we marked are the areas we stitch. After stitching I went ahead to overlock immediately. So this is what our pocket looks like. Now we'll get our main skirt. Now on the waistline of the waist, we'll be going in by, we'll go down by 1 inch on the left area, and we'll also go down by 1 inch on the right area. Okay, so from that 1 inch we marked, we'll be going in by the 6 inches we left for our pocket hole. So I'll go down by 6 inches from that 1 inch. I hope you understand. I'll mark the 6 inches right there. I'll do the same for the other side. Now once we have marked it, the next thing we want to do is to loose. You know, we already stitched up the side. We'll lose the stitches, or we'll rip the stitches from that point we have 6 inches. So we'll just lose it open because that's where we'll be inserting the pocket. Now take the pocket hole on the main pocket and the pocket hole on the main fabric and pin them up. Align them properly, just pin them up. Once you secure with pins, you can now go ahead and stitch up. So you pin upper layer to upper layer like this, and then lower layer to lower layer. Now once you're done pinning, you can now go ahead and stitch up on both sides. Okay, now after fixing the pocket, the next thing would be to insert our waistband. Now this is the waistband. Yeah, so neat, so cute. Now before we insert the waistband, we're going to add the second layer of our skirt. Okay, the second layer of our skirt. Hope I've not forgotten that. Now to do that, just mark the center of your main skirt, then get the second layer and mark the center as well. Now pin up the front piece to the front piece of the skirt and pin up the back piece of your second layer to the back piece of your skirt. Please make sure you pin exactly center to center. Now once you're done pinning, go ahead and stitch up, stitch the front and the back, and that's just about your second layer. Now once you've done this, the next thing to do will be to insert the waistband. You can see how pretty neat this looks. Once you attach the second layer to the front and the back, the next thing will be to fix the waistband. Now this is my waistband. Go ahead and mark the center. The waistband already has a center. Mark the center of your skirt and then pin up. Make sure you pin up the waistband on the skirt. If it's giving what you want, then you can now go ahead and stitch up so that you don't end up sewing and some part of the skirt is fuller than the other part. So pin up very well before stitching, and once you're done stitching, guys, this is what you would have. Now to pass the strap into the waistband, I'll be using my machine needle. I'll simply insert the machine needle into the strap and then I'll start passing the strap into the waistband just like this. I know this is kind of new to a lot of you guys, but trust me, it is easy. And if you don't find this comfortable, you can use your safety pin. Use a very strong safety pin, the one that is tiny enough to pass through the hole on your band, and just pass the strap. It will be easier for you. Me, I am like an OG, so I can use basically anything to achieve what I want. So once you pass this through, your skirt is pretty much ready. This tutorial has been very detailed, and if you like how detailed it is, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like this video, you can drop a comment to encourage me, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you in the next tutorial. Bye.